Adam Sandoval gave my channel a shout out. What's the best tire for your touring motorcycle? And the channel gets its first affiliate marketing link and discount for you. There's my girl. Reset trip B, 1 clap. What's up? Jim here. Welcome back to J Street Moto. Welcome to the channel if it's your first time. Just got back from a road trip for 2025 and man, I tell you, sometimes technology is not my friend. While I was on that trip, I was kind of recording throughout the day, and I'm not always recording stuff that's for the trip, because sometimes I'm riding along, I have an idea, and I'm like, you know what, I'm gonna go ahead and record a video that I can cut out and use later for the channel, creating content as I go along doing other stuff. If you've watched that trip video, you'll know that about 2 hours into the third day of that trip, I was making recordings, but the audio wasn't being recorded to the camera, so it was kind of just, video of me going da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da and talking with my hands. So it's a beautiful day. The temperature's perfect. Now that I've got the audio stuff corrected, figured I'd go out and make a video for y'all that catches you up on the other videos that I made while I was on the trip that weren't usable. A couple of things I want to talk about are very short topics. The third one is kind of the longest topic, and that's why I titled this video what I did. What's the best tire for your motorcycle? But before we get into that, I'm gonna knock out the other two real quick. As mentioned in that kind of little intro, 3 or 4 months ago, Mikey One Stop, who is a devoted follower of the channel and subscriber, came out here from Texas to visit his family, because he's from here, but we had never met. Because of this channel, we connected. We spent some time together. We rode around together. We got to know each other better. I count him as a friend now. I honestly do. That's one of the cool things I like about riding, by the way. You meet a lot of cool people, and the ones you click with, you become friends. What's up, dog? How you doing? Flash forward from that 4 months ago to about 2 months ago. I'm out and about doing a ride on a Saturday. Hell, I might have been recording for y'all. I get a text message from Mikey One Stop. Mike had gone over to San Antonio to be at that dealership when Adam Sandoval came there as part of his Great American Convoy. I didn't know he was going to go meet Adam Sandoval. And I get a text message from Mike. I open it up, and it's a video of Adam Sandoval saying hey to me and giving J Street Moto a shout out via video through that text. I'll drop that video in right here.
Hey Jim, what's happening, man? Just giving a big shout out to J Street Moto. Adam Sandoval here, hanging out in San Antonio. Having a good time.
Hell yeah, brother.
Amen, brother.
Adam Sandoval he honestly is an inspiration to a lot of people. As a vet, I personally really respect and appreciate what Adam Sandoval does for that community, for veterans. I really do. It's an inspiration to me. I wanted to thank Adam Sandoval in my video personally for giving me a shout out and for saying hey to me, for taking the time out of his day at that event to do that. It really meant a lot to me. That's the first thing. Second thing, recently I had to buy some new riding pants. Here's the deal, guys. You see me in my videos and you might not think that I'm wearing gear all the time. At a minimum, I'm always wearing shoes that cover my ankle. I'm wearing Kevlar lined pants all the time. I don't always have armor in those pants, but I do buy pants that have the ability to put armor in them or come with armor. If it's really hot, you might just see me in a t-shirt. But I'm always wearing a helmet. Always have a helmet on. Sometimes it's a half. In the videos, it's always a full. So I do wear gear. Had to buy pants. So I started looking, and I've been seeing through social media, Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, I'd been seeing a lot of advertisements for 2 particular brands. And I ended up buying a pair of pants from each of those brands that I was interested in trying out. And I did a video on that. As a result of that video, one of the companies reached out to me. The long and short of it is, this is a company that I believe in. I like the products that I've used from them thus far. I support those products, and I think that they would be beneficial to others who are looking for similar kinds of products. If you're watching this channel, chances are you ride a motorcycle. where you're at in that journey in your life, if you just started yesterday or if you've been riding for 50 years, I don't know. But everybody needs riding gear, and I like these guys' stuff. So I became an affiliate marketer for them. In this video, there'll be a pinned comment that has that affiliate link to Beyond Riders. Those are the guys I went with. And I will also have in that pinned comment the code that saves you 10 bucks. I'll also have it in the description of this video. I'll throw the code up here on the screen. I'm not going to put the affiliate link on the screen, but I'll throw the code up on the screen for you so you can, write it down. If you're going to ask a bunch of strangers what the best tire is for these touring motorcycles, you might as well be asking me which girl you should date or what you want for dinner. It's not an objective answer. There is no such thing as the best tire for these motorcycles, but I do have the answer. I got new tires on my motorcycle right before I left to go on our trip down to Texas. I do not like the Harley branded Dunlop tires that come on these motorcycles. I have another tire that I prefer. It's one of the questions I see a lot on social media, in the groups that I'm in on Facebook, that kind of thing. See the question asked, what's the best tire? I have a bunch of questions. Well, it depends. And I want to ask them, what are you looking for in a tire? What kind of riding do you do? What is your riding style? What environment do you most normally ride in? Because all of those things are going to cause that answer to be different. So my answer to that question is, what's the best tire for these motorcycles, is there isn't one. There is no best tire for any motorcycle. However, there is a best tire for you. See where I'm kind of going with this? And I wasn't being clickbaity, because I don't think people think about it like this. I honestly don't. I feel like I'm back in high school. Do I have the right tennis shoes on? Is everybody going to respect me for the tennis shoes that I'm wearing? Screw that. Everything on my motorcycle is there for a specific purpose. When I'm thinking about it and when I'm looking at it, that purpose starts and finishes with the same question. What am I looking to accomplish with that part? Plain and simple. I don't give a shit if no one's ever heard of it before. I don't care if it's the most expensive. I don't care if it's the cheapest. What is going to achieve my objective? When it comes to tires, for me, I try to find a balance between performance, aka grip, and longevity. I don't want to be replacing them every 5,000 miles. Tires are expensive. To put things in perspective, I average right around 12 to 13,000 miles a year on just this motorcycle, and I've got another one sitting in my garage. On just this bike, I put 12 to 13 a year on it. That's my average riding. If I had a 5,000 mile tire, I'd be putting tires on the bike 2 times a year. So for me, it's a balance of longevity and grip. That's how I deem performance on a tire. You can go down the rabbit hole if you want of the whole discussion around, well, that tread pattern channels the water differently and provides a better contact patch during heavy rain conditions. Yeah, okay. I'm sure there's studies done on that, and I'm sure one tread pattern is probably marginally better than the next. Does that matter enough to me? It does not. I'll be fine in the rain. When you talk about the brands that are out there, we already mentioned Dunlop. I'm just going to name a few off the top of my head. I'm not a tire expert, not in that industry. Michelin, Metzler, Pirelli, Avon, Schenko. Those are the ones that come to mind. Top of my head, they're the ones that come to mind immediately. Now, I will say this. I've never tried the Dunlop Elite, American Elites. Haven't tried them. I might like them. I don't know. They might check off both those boxes for me, performance and longevity. But I do not know, because I haven't tried them. I've never ridden someone's bike that had them on them. That's another thing. I've been fortunate when I go to choose things like tires, is I have people in my life that I ride with that are willing to swap bikes while we're out for a ride if they've got something on their bike that I'm thinking about putting onto mine. It gives me a chance to test it before I make the investment. I have ridden the Michelin Commanders. I did like that tire. Recently, there's been some grumblings about, and maybe you know about this. If you know about it, please drop it down in the comments and let me know. Recently, I've heard that there are certain Harley dealerships, or maybe Harley in general, that will not put that tire on your motorcycle. Drop it down in the comments if you know that that's true or not. And maybe you understand why it's true. I don't know. But drop it down in the comments and let me know. I've heard that they won't do that. So that makes me think there's something going on with either Michelin as a manufacturer that Harley's identified and they're just not being public about it, or Harley and Michelin are in a pissing match for some reason, which is highly possible too. Those are the only two that I can kind of think of. I don't know which one it is. So drop it down in the comments and let me know. If you don't want to speak out publicly in the comments, send me an email. You can send me an email at jstmoto22@gmail.com. I'll put it up on the screen for you. Any question you have, you can ask there. I always respond. I respond to every comment too, for that matter. But I'd be interested in knowing. I'm here to learn. I'm not in the motorcycle industry. I just like to ride the damn things. And I like to work on them. And I like to spend money on them. As for me, the tire that I had, that I switched over to, that I really liked, when I had my Road King Special, I got rid of the Dunlops and I put on the Michelin Cruise Techs. I love those tires. And that's the shoes that are on this bike right now, Michelin Cruise Techs. I love those tires, I really do. They're a softer compound than the Dunlop, which makes them a little grippier. For my riding style, they are perfect. Now, does that mean this tire's right for you? Hell no, it does not. It does not mean this tire's right for you. It means it's right for me. It's the best tire for me. So when I'm on a site like that and I see someone say, and I think a lot of people think this way, someone says, what's the best tire? Well, I'm going to answer that question with the Michelin Cruise Tech, obviously. Somebody else that likes the American Elites from Dunlop is going to be like, oh, no, man, the Dunlop American Elite, that's the way to go. Somebody else is going to be like, no, the Michelin Commander 3. Someone else is going to be like, what the hell ever model name Pirelli has. I fully believe that when someone says this is the best tire for a motorcycle, that they are wrong. I fully believe there is no such thing as the best tire for a motorcycle. There is the best tire for me. There is the best tire for you, and you, and you, and you. I got two guys I do all my long distance riding with. One of them's name is David, and one of them is Juan. If you've watched any of those trip videos, you've met them, you've seen them. Out of the three of us, David has the best, I'll call it motorcycle handling skills. Juan, out of the three of us, has probably been riding the longest. I ride with those guys. And in all honesty, David likes Metzler's. That's the tire that he chooses too. Juan is perfectly happy with the stock Dunlops that come on the bikes, with the Harley branded Dunlops that come on the bikes. He is. When he replaces his tires, that's what he buys. He buys the Harley branded Dunlops that come stock on the motorcycle. And they work for him. They give him the longevity he wants for, and they give him the grip that he's looking for. So not everybody's going to think about this the same way, guys. So yes, there is no best tire, but there is the best tire for you. I hope you find it. Thank you guys for watching. I really do appreciate it. I seriously do. Every view that I get, every comment that I get, it really means a lot to me. It really does. I started doing this channel because I wanted to build a community. I think we've done that, or we're starting to do it. And I really, really appreciate all the support you guys give me. I truly do. I hope you're getting out there and riding before the riding season in your area goes away, because I know some of you live in very cold climates. We got a few people that watch this channel very regularly and comment. I mean, they watch almost every video. They live up in Canada. So those guys, man, they better, I hope you boys are chewing it up right now, because I know in another month, month and a half, certainly 2 months, it's going to be getting miserable to ride there. So I hope you're putting down some miles right now while you have the chance. Got other guys that watch the video from places like I live in, where I can ride year round without really having to worry about the weather a whole bunch. Hope you guys are putting down miles too. Get out there, take a trip. Get out there, see shit you haven't seen before. Get off your bike and explore. Have fun. That's what this is about. Have fun. Thanks again for watching. Can't thank you guys enough. Do me a favor, like, subscribe, click the notification bell, share it with your friends. Always ride safe.
Yeah, ready? 1, 2, 3, shoot. Ah. Asshole.
Really? Peace out, bitches!